One of the things that my husband and I love to do after dinner is to make a fire in the fire pit and to sit and gaze at it until it gets dark out in the backyard, enjoying just being outside and, of course, each other's company. With that, welcome back to my channel. I'm Connie, and today I'd like to share with you about the beauty of a life that is lived gently and the things that contribute to that life being gentle and beautiful too. And that's why I began with the scene of that was last night in our backyard of watching the fire with my husband, because that would be the first thing, which is to see the romance that is in your life. A lot of people, I think, just we get caught up. I know I did before I was retired. You get caught up in all the things that you have to do, all the things, all the running around. That with us, we lived in New Jersey, and we would go into the city. The city is, if you live in Jersey, the city's New York. Okay, and you were just always running around, and going to Little League and everything else, and you tend to miss that life has a beauty of its own, it has a romance of its own. And sometimes you have to make that romance too. And for people, like, some people thrive on drama. I don't. Drama to me is not necessary in the least, but romance is a different story. Seeing the romance and romance doesn't have to mean something very exciting or very expensive. Just enjoying the fact of that morning coffee, especially if you share that time with someone else. Just taking the time when you go to the mountains just to stop and to sit on a porch and to enjoy how it's so peaceful out there. You don't hear all the sounds of the city and everything else. That's part of it, and that for me makes a difference. Flowers on your table. I have flowers right now. These are actually from Hobby Lobby. Haven't gotten the fresh ones, but they add something to the house. Just little things that you can do that don't have to cost very much, but add romance to your life. I'm a romance novelist, or I have a lot of books that I wrote in the past that were romance novels, and they were sweet romance. So there doesn't have to be someone special in your life either. I'm grateful and I'm blessed to have someone special in my life. But even just to see the beauty of watching your children grow, or time spent with a friend, all of that adds up to the beauty of a life that you live gently. The second thing would be to establish routines. I know that doesn't sound very romantic. And routines don't have to be only related to housework, although I find that they simplify things like house cleaning and shopping and laundry and such. There are also routines that we establish and that are established for us. Things like dropping off the kids at school, making lunch for people to take with them, whether they be your husband or your kids. And there's a beauty to that too, though we might not see it at the time, because kids grow up, our parents may pass away, and that's when you see how precious those routines actually were. Establish routines, enjoy them the best you can, and honor them. Another thing that makes life beautiful, it gives that beauty to life, is the little things. I know that sounds like a cliche, but it really is true. And the older you get, the more you realize that. Yesterday, I was in the truck and I was trying to find my sweater. And sometimes I leave them in there. But I also found this item, and it's been there for quite a while. This belonged to Piper, and it was her leash that we would take with us when we took her hiking, because it has a little, kind of like a little reservoir here, and my husband would pour a little bit of water into it so that she had something to drink when we were out in the mountains or in the park. And I said, well, what do you want to do with this? And Bill said, oh, hold on to it. You never know. But it was something that at the time we never paid attention to it. But that's how the little things in life are. We may not pay attention to them, but they have memories that are associated with them. And that is something that gives the beauty and the meaning and really a spirit to our lives. The next one is very important. Be careful what you put into your spirit, whether it's movies or music or even some people. My husband and I both love music, and as you can tell, we both have an eclectic taste in music, but not all things, as it says in 1 Corinthians, all things are lawful to me, but not all things are expedient. That means that all things I can enjoy, but I have to be careful what I put into my spirit. Not everything's good for me. Not everything is going to help me in my journey. So if I'm constantly listening to music that is dark, or listening to things or watching movies, for example, that are depressing or that involve a lot of, we like this one show, we call it Murder and Mayhem, but we don't watch it all the time. We try to space it out, because to put it into your spirit all the time, it's just really not good. We love mysteries, but you have to be careful. You know, the same thing with some people who are always angry or always talking bad about other people. That's all things that that's energy that we don't need in our lives. And it affects our outlook. It affects our daily lives. If you're a believer, it affects your walk as well. So be very careful what you put into your spirit. Feed your spirit things that are good and that will help you to not be clouded and to see the beauty of life. Lastly, remember that tomorrow is another day. There's going to be another day to accomplish what we didn't get to accomplish today. Maybe things didn't work out the way that we wanted it to. Maybe, like what's happening to us right now, our car's not coming out of the garage. There's something going on with it, and we're going to probably have to have it serviced. Who knows why? But that shouldn't be something that we focus on. You just take care of what you have to take care of. And what you can't get done, it's only 24 hours, and you can miss the good parts of it if we focus on what is negative. So tomorrow's another day to take care of that. Tomorrow's another day to get some exercise in that maybe we didn't do today. Tomorrow's another day to accomplish what we didn't accomplish. If we're going to have a gentle life, we also need to be gentle with ourselves. And that's something that is an ongoing, for me, that's an ongoing lesson. And I'd like to remind you of it as well. Anyway, that has been my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and pass it on. If you have any comments about what we talked about, I'd love to hear it. And until the next time, I'll see you in the next video, and God bless you.